So I just got home. You see those white things? I mean, I didn't just get home, but I was laying here. Somebody else just got home and it started in the burning. Yeah, the floor is pretty hot. My eyes are getting burned off today. Yeah. See those white things? I went out this afternoon just for a walk and sat outside for a little while because I couldn't take it in here anymore. And no burning. Felt pretty good to sit outside. It was a beautiful day. It was warm. Um, yeah, so this scumbag comes back home, and all of a sudden it starts again. Yeah, the burning. It's kind of funny. You go outside, no burning. Walk around, no burning. Go sit on a park bench, no burning. You come back in here and it starts again. Oh yeah, you see that? See those white things? But anyway, we can continue our discussion about maps because, gee, it seems like all Bud Bays' friends, went along and thought it was funny. Huh, Phil? You thought it was funny? Mr. Bays had problems. He was quite talented with the cake decorating. He was quite talented with woodworking. He used to make these stars out of wood and these sort of moons. He was really into movies and films, so we would often pick out some interesting movies for me to watch. But it's interesting you thought it real funny the last time I saw you. And then you were up there on Main Street in Broad Almond riding by thinking that you're going to start more trouble here. And sure enough, I could already hear, oh, you see all the white things coming in? And right away, there's problems with the U-Haul. Yeah, your scumbag friends continue. Are these XCOs that you get to do this kind of filth? Burn women's eyes out, burn their anus, their vagina, their breasts. Is that something you sit around over at our jail and do? Because it's quite a bunch of scumbags that are over there, I gotta say. The Me Six, Marie Raleigh, a couple other people that I don't quite know their name, but you do. Must have been a good old time over there, like when you told us all you bragged about how you eat gourmet. Yeah, the food was so inhumane. They actually had a lawsuit over there. And the lawsuits are coming, about the sexual harassment, the sexual abuse in our prison system, in our jails. And people like you have done this filth for a long time. Not only when I was a little girl, but then when I was a teenager and I went off to college. Then when I come home to Amsterdam, your filthy football parties. Yeah, we remember your football parties, huh, Phil? Laughing and joking in the back room with my ex-husband and your son's there. Yeah, your son. Yeah, what can we say about a little rookie 18-year-old following me around the city, making up filth about me? Yeah, let me get this story straight, Phil. Little girls don't chase older men for sex, okay? Maybe you ought to get the story straight. Because adult men shouldn't be going around telling people that little 5-year-old girls are prostitutes, okay? Because they shouldn't be pretending to be daddy figures. And you all got together and went to the stag, and then you told me up at your party, oh, you wouldn't have a stag like that. Oh, no, I'm sure you didn't have a stag like that, but you were too busy going to the filthy one, you, Bud, my half-brothers. Yeah, that was a good old time at Flynn's stag, wasn't it? And I can go on, how you sat there with Paul and all the fellas telling me, oh, yes, you didn't have a stag like that. No, I'm sure, but you've done a lot of other filthy, disgusting things, and I will continue to speak out. So why don't you back off and leave me alone? Because I think I've suffered enough from you and your filthy family.